iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12-Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
Welcome in here tonight, race fans. It is championship night here for the Tagarè Property Management Pro Series for the American Sim Racing Club. My name is Roger Muse. I'll be your host here tonight at the dirt track at the Charlotte area as well. You see it. They're off to the right-hand side from our blimp coverage. There's the Z-Max Dragway. And, of course, you do have the Charlotte Motor Speedway just across the field here. But it is all about slinging a little bit of dirt here tonight. These drivers have competed in 12 races so far, 13 races total on the calendar year. Of course, 12 races being points-paying races. We've already decided the championship here coming into the night. Of course, Jacob Lassiter is going to be our points championship leader. He is here tonight. He will actually start at the rear of the field here when we go to our feature event a little bit later on tonight. So with that being said, congratulations to Jacob Lassiter and his whole crew. They are here tonight. They are currently sitting quick time here in our little bit of a hot lap session as these drivers are out there. I believe we have about 20 drivers who have got themselves here tonight into the server here at the dirt track at Charlotte. So, a lot of the motorsports world, a lot of the dirt racing scene ends their seasons right here at the dirt track at Charlotte. And, of course, us here with the Tagarè Property Management Pro Series is the same. We wind up here. Where have we been all season long? Well, we have been all the way from the high banks at Knoxville to Eldora to the USA International Speedway. We made a stop at Cedar Lake before heading back down to Florida at the Volusia Speedway, Lanier. We've been here at Charlotte already, and we're back again for the second time. Williams Grove, of course, we made a stop in the Keystone State. Weedsport, Fairbury, Limaland last week for the Knoxville Shootout, and right here to finish the season off. And what a season it has been. You talk about drivers that have been consistent. Well, your points championship leader coming into the night is Jacob Lassiter. He will wrap that up. He looks like it's 92 points ahead of Brett Hahn. Brett Hahn only has a 30-point lead right now coming in over Doug Ungari for that second position in the championship standings. And Brian Wilderson, he is just sitting 11 points back, it looks like, right now coming into the night. So there could be a change from second to fourth here tonight. Ungari could go up or Ungari can go down. Anything could happen here tonight. Tim Rogers also there, right there in that fifth position. He has a chance to possibly take the fourth spot from Wilderson. But it's high noon and server time, race fans. We got to thank you for joining us here tonight, and we got to thank the Tagarè Property Management Group. Tagarè Property, founded back in 1989 and conveniently located in Fredericksburg, Virginia, Tagarè Corp. specializes in management of home ownership associations all across the Virginia area. Make sure to contact your homeowners association today. Starting lineup here as the cars are down out onto the speedway. This is how your Tagarè Property Management Heat Race lineup number 1 will look. Last week's showdown winner, he will start P number 1 here tonight. This is going to be Davin Cardwell. His outside, the driver out of Binghamton, New York, the Rogers Racing, number 21 of Tim Rogers. Starting back in P number 3, making his second start of the season, is the 399 Esports Group, number 37 here tonight. This is Brandon Marlowe. Starting back into the 4th position, it's the Dr. Pepper can, number 25 of Nick Fleury. Doug Ungary going to start back there in the Smith Racing Inc. 00. He'll go from the 5th spot here tonight. Michael Guerin, the nickname, will go in car number 78 tonight. He will roll off from the 6th spot. And starting 7th will be car 45 of Chandler Woodward. Nathan Henry, the Valpo, number 59, will go from position number 8, while John Kane, in car number 29 out of Illinois, will go back from the 9th position. Cody Early, the driver out of Tennessee, the Early Racing number 999 entry, the Food City car, will go from P number 10. That is your starting lineup brought to us by the Tagarè Property Management Group here for Heat Race number 1. See them all out onto the speedway here tonight, race fans. We will go 12 laps here for all of our heat races. As this time by, we're going to drop the hammer. It'll be the number 70 of Cardwell. Out front, see the green flag in the starter's hand. Here we go. The green flag is up. We're racing to turn 1. Down to the turn number 1, Cardwell working the bottom side of the speedway, and now here comes Tim Rogers. Rogers works the outside, not going to be able to make anything happen with it. Here comes the Flex Motorsports, number 37. Marlowe working the inside of the speedway. He'll go down low. Oh, look at Nick Fleury. He's going to get tight. 4 cars to qualify right now, as that's the qualifying spot. The 25, the Dr. Pepper entry, going to go to the bottom side. 3 wide racing here at Charlotte. 3 wide on Gary, trying to work his way to the bottom. Look at Chandler Woodward. He is right there. Woodward right on board with him here with our Tagarè Property Management onboard camera. The driver that came in about midway through the season, and he was fast from the drop. Oh, a little contact there. As that was the 78 to the outside, making a little contact. Everybody keeps them pointed in the right direction. Michael Guerin, though, going to lose a couple spots in car 78. You see the Valpo number 59. Oh, Ace in the hole back there is a little sideways here tonight. Tim Rogers having a little bit of electrical issue. Nick Fleury still sitting on the bubble as your transfer car in. They're come by. They're knock another one off the board. It will be just 7 laps to go here in heat race number 1. As Davin Cardwell has led this whole heat race so far here tonight. But don't jump to the conclusions. Marlowe says, I'm riding a little bit lower than you through the corners, and I'm able to keep pace. That's a good spot. He'll work down to the bottom side. Still not quite able to make that gap. He'll just follow in line right now. As they continue to ride, it'll be 5 laps to go this time by Ungary. Still back here trying to work his way through this field. Still sandwiched in between that Dr. Pepper entry and the Snap-on car, the driver out of Montana. 3rd in the championship standings coming in. Rough couple of weeks. Oh, up the track goes the 25. Nick Fleury going to open up the door. Ungary going to step right through it and say thank you very much, but he'll slide up the speedway. Here comes the 25. Fleury back down to the inside. Kenny toss a Dr. Pepper can out the side of that number 25. Ungary going to keep that Longhorn chassis wound up high, wide, and handsome. As look at the 45, Chandler Woodward. He tries to go a little bit higher. So right now, Cardwell is in. Marlowe, Rogers, and Ungary right now, as they will come back across the line here, they will see the old popsicle 6 flying. Just 2 more laps around here in heat race number 1 here tonight for the Tagarè Property Management Pro Series. Marlowe right on the back bars of that Folds graphics entry. White flag in the air. Final trip around. Will it be Cardwell? Will it be Marlowe? Marlowe closed the gap, but kind of got through the slick. Here goes Cardwell. He'll ride down to the bottom side. He'll throw the slider line as Marlowe keeps it wound up. It'll be Cardwell, Marlowe, Rogers, and Nick Fleury. Something happened to Ungary there on the final lap, as he will not transfer in. Woodward, Ungary, Henry, Kane, Early, and Guerin will all have to go to a last chance qualifier here tonight. What a race that was there. Davin Cardwell picking up right where he left off last week. Of course, he won at Knoxville. So he'll pick up heat race number 1. That means heat race number 2 is starting to make its way to the starting line. This is how they're lined up for heat race number 2. Consistency plays best. Well, it plays best. It pays best. The 51 of Jacob Lassiter. Jacob Lassiter will start P number 1 out of Tennessee in the 399 Esports Group. He'll start on the pole. It is outside. The driver out of Central Pennsylvania, driving car number 951. He is the alien. This is Brian Wilderson. Starting back in P number 3, hailing out of Michigan, driving car number 71, the RHU Racing. Brett the Jet Hahn will go from P number 3. It is outside, driving the 224 entry. Driver out of Florida, Brett Carlton, driving that Chip Bangers Racing entry. Starting back into the 5th position, it's the number 78J. This is Joel Phillipson, the JPI Motorsports, number 78J. Starting back in 6th, the BNC Racing, number 88, the founder. The NorthsideTowing.net entry, this is Charles Darling. Starting back in P number 7, driving car number 4, the Ironman Motorsports. Number 4, it's the Mountain Dew car. This is Jamie Beasley. Starting back in P number 8 here tonight, making his return back onto the dirt side of things. This will be car number 43, the PPEM driver. This is Eric Papineau. Starting shotgun to the field, as we do only have 9 cars out here for our second heat race of the evening. This is going to be the driver out of Illinois. He drives the number 34 entry, Austin Nilsson. And a scratch here tonight from the starting lineup will be the 24 of Richard Pruitt. So Pruitt will not make the call here for heat race number 2. We'll see if he can get back out there for the last chance qualifier, because we still do have that. 2 heat races here tonight. So we'll lock 8 in here from the heat races and 12 from the last chance qualifier here tonight. This time by, we're going to get the signal here at the line when we come this time by. iRacing.com pace car down the back straightaway will kick itself down to pit road. Another 12 laps will be the distance here as they work themselves through 3 and 4. Green flag in the flagman's hand here tonight at Charlotte. We are racing in heat race number 2. Great start by everybody. There you see the 71 Tagarè Property Management, number 71 down to the inside. Oh, he'll slide right across the nose, right across the wedge of the 951. Oh, Joel Phillips. Gonna slide right there in front of Brett Carlton, the Chip Bangers Racing 224 entry. I think he just cut Phillips just a little bit of a break there. Wilderson working to the inside here, though, for P number 2. Jacob Lassiter was the leader at the line for the first 2 laps of this heat race. A little bit of a mistake there by Hahn as he tried to go down into the corner. Wilderson going to drive up the track, but Brett keeps his right foot in the throttle and tries to throttle back around the outside. This time he's not going to be able to do it. He'll have to check up just a little bit. So it will be Wilderson making the pass. Now here comes the Phillips machine. He's down to the bottom. That Rocket XR1 chassis, and you got 2 Rockets right there trying to work their way around Brett. The Jet better get moving. He's got 2 fast cars behind him here tonight. Right now, outside that cut line, though, you will find Brett Carlton in that purple and green numbered Chip Bangers Racing entry down to the bottom side as he'll run door to door down the back straightaway. Anybody's ball game with 6 laps to go. A lot of racing left here tonight on championship night to see where everybody's going to fall at the end of the night. 1 driver off the speedway, Eric Papineau, did go back down. So as he's down pit road, Beasley, Nilsson, Darling outside the cut line as you're watching the best battle with 5 laps to go here. This is the battle for the transfer spot to not have to go to a last chance qualifier. Oh boy, Carlton going to wash up the speedway a little bit. Phillips trying to keep him honest down low here tonight. 4 to go. 4 more times. It'll be 3 to go already at the line. That's how fast they're coming around here with 3 to go. It's still Phillips holding on that spot. Hahn seems to be holding up these drivers here, and he is running third. You don't want to give up a third-place running here if you don't have to. A little bit of a slip up there. Joel Phillips going to now try the bottom side of the speedway. So he goes to the bottom. 2 laps to go. He'll slide up in front of Carlton. Carlton going to cross over down the back straightaway. He'll run to the inside down here in 3. See where he exits out of turn number 4. Not quite able to slide up. It'll be the final trip around. Laster with a commanding lead as we continue to watch the battle back here for the final transfer spot. A little hip check that time down the back straightaway. Phillips is really going to have to send it in. He's going to try a crossover move. Phillips trying to cross over. It'll be Laster, Wilderson, Hahn. And Carlton will pick up the final transfer spot here tonight out of your heat race number 2. There's your winner, Jacob Lassiter, already down there on pit road. So Lassiter will pick up heat race number 2 and lock himself into the feature event here tonight. The rest of the drivers that are coming out here, back out onto the speedway, it will be for the last chance qualifier. This is your Tagarè Property Management starting lineup for your last chance qualifier here tonight. 15 laps will be the distance, and this is the 12-car field. 12 cars that will make this call will be the number 45, the driver out of Georgia, the snap-on, number 45 of Chandler Woodward. His outside, the number 78J just gave it away there in the final stages of heat race number 2. Joel Phillips will start P number 2 here tonight. Driver out of Montana, the Montana Brands Tool, number 00. Smith Racing Inc. entry of Doug Ungari will start 3rd here tonight. The BNC Racing, NorthsideTowing.net, number 88 of Charles Darling will start back there in P number 4. Starting in 5th, the Valpo driver out of Indiana will be car number 59 of Nathan Henry. He will roll from the 5th position. Austin Nelson, the driver out of Illinois, driving the FR Graphics number 34 Longhorn chassis entry. He will roll from P number 6. John Kane, car number 29. He will roll from the 7th starting spot, while the Mountain Dew Ironman Motorsports entry number 4 of Jamie Beasley will go from the 8th spot. The driver out of Tennessee, the Food City 999 of Cody Early out of the Early Racing Stables will go from P number 9 here on the grid. Eric Papineau driving the number 43 for the PPEM Motorsports driver will go from 10. Slotting into the final starting spot here in the last chance qualifier here tonight, car number 78 out of Indiana. This is going to be the nickname Michael Guerin. Richard Pruitt's number 24 did not make the call to the grid here for the last chance qualifier, so he will be a scratch from the last chance qualifier. His crew did not get his car out here for either of the heat races, and now, as we get ready to go into our last chance qualifier here tonight at Charlotte, he is missing from the grid. Possibly does have still time to get that car back out and ready for our feature event tonight. First up, the last chance qualifier, the final last chance qualifier of the season. Now or never to pick up one of these wins. It's time out of turn 3. Everybody drops the hammer, and it's green flag racing. Chandler Woodward takes the green flag. Phillips will fall back into the 2nd position. Ungari down to the bottom side. Look at Big Darling to the outside. Going to lose a couple spots, though. Here comes that 34, the rocket ship of Austin Nelson. We've seen some really fast speed out of that Longhorn chassis this season. He has already worked himself into position number 4. Darling still riding the outside. There's Beasley. There's the 999 of Cody Early. Or if you're following along on the number on screen, in the timing and scoring, it says 999 on the car. It's the 3E. Early back here running in the 9th position, trying to work around the Beasley entry. Beasley up around the outside, the do entry. So Early going to try to throw a little bit of a slider. Will drive it in very straight. No contact there. Beasley going to get into Early, and then one car going to go around, and that's going to be the 78 of Michael Guerin. So Guerin going around here. So as he takes the ace in the hole, number 78 back around here. That looked like a pretty big stack-up chain reaction here. Take the look. Watch Cody Early slide up in front of Beasley. Beasley then gives it, and he just bobbles him. When he goes to crack the throttle, Michael Garrett has nowhere to go. Right there. 78 right into the back. The St. Jude's Children's Hospital, of course, riding on board with Michael here tonight at the dirt track at Charlotte. So a couple cars jacked up, a couple cars getting together, but everybody will be able to carry on. So we're going to restack them, re-rack them here tonight. Just 4 laps officially completed here tonight in the last chance qualifier. Still 11 laps to go when we do come back. Green flag racing, which will be next time by, as the iRacing.com pace truck lights do go off. Of course, iRacing.com, your official simulator racing game out there. The #1 esports racing game. It's where we are here tonight. We thank them for their dedicated support to, of course, all the sim racers out here around the country, around the world. It'll be Woodward's chance to shine here as he gets ready. He hits the gas here. They come back across the start-finish line. Green flag's back in the air. Ungari going to go down to the bottom side of the speedway. It looks like he's been into a ute tire. Look at the left front is awfully torn. Crash for the race lead. Crash for the race lead. The 78J of Joel Phillips has gone up, over, and around. As I believe that actually is going to involve your 2 race leaders here. As the 78J is going to do a little bit of celebrating as he has tore that car all up, over. They have a backup car here tonight, so no worries for Joel Phillips. But let's take a look. Him and Chandler Woodward were the 2 race leaders. What happens going into 3? Chandler Woodward. Oh, Woodward. Right off the entry to the back straightaway there. There's an opening for all the cars to come out onto the speed, or go back into the pit road there, actually. Back into the work area. Right on board with Joel Phillips. You want to talk about wrong place or wrong time? That's exactly what that was just there for the 78J. So he will start, looks like, about the 19th position in our feature event, as long as his crew can get him back out onto the speedway. Everybody else able to continue on. It looks like Chandler Woodward will tag the back of the field. There you see the 45, the snap-on entry. We'll just tag the back. Ungari, Nelson, Darling, Henry. Right now, your top 4. Cody Early's picked up a bunch of spots. He's running in that 5th position. Green flag back into the air. Here we go. 10 laps to settle. The last chance qualifier. Ungari with a great start. Look at Austin Nelson with a great start. He'll actually get an even better run off turn number 2 down the back straightaway. He is all over the back end of that 00. Ungari will lead him back across the line to complete another lap here. There's another battle back here, and it looks like that's the 4 car, the do entry. Just got around the 99. The 999 entry, we should say, of Cody Early. Early looks like he was sleeping on that restart. Did not get a good start, and he will fall well back. Now running into the 9th position. Oh, Beasley down there catches a ute tire. Early will power back around the outside. As he powers back around the outside. Back up front here, 7 to go. Look at who is knocking on the back door. The youngster, the Valpo, number 59, has come to play here tonight at Charlotte. He's also brought John Kane along. Kane up into the outside wall. Actually, he'll lose a couple spots. That car stuck on the wall here out of turn number 4. Everybody going to clear him, and then he will come off that wall and see if he can catch the rest of the field here. Next time by for Ungari, it will be just 5 laps to go here in the last chance qualifier. High five from the flagman. It's just 5 more times around the speedway here, and look at Henry work the bottom side. Look at Darling. That 88 has found something down low. That Northside Towing.net entry doesn't need anybody to tow him because, well, he's got enough power in that car. Battle for second, though, is still going to be the 59. Henry down low here, trying to just be very ginger on the throttle. See him a little sideways off the corner, that time out of turn number 2. Ungari struggling on the outside. The Valpo 59 got to try and squeeze up in front of Nelson. Contact between your top 3. One driver headed to the infield. Charles Darling will head to the infield, and boy, he hangs on to the 88. He was running in the 4th spot at the time of contact. He'll regain control, and it looks like it's an 8th place right now for him. Popsicle sticks now. Ungari has checked out here in the last chance qualifier. Half a second race lead over Nathan Henry. Of course, remember, race fans, all drivers will transfer in here tonight. Doug Ungari looking to possibly pick up another LCQ win. He'll take the white flag here tonight. White flag is up in the air. Final trip around the speedway. Don't pencil Ungari in just yet, race fans. Look at who is there. He'll dive to the inside. Here comes the 59. The Valpo entry one final time out of turn number 4. Checkered flag is in the air, and by .0001, Doug Ungari will come across the line. Nathan Henry, Michael Guerin, Austin Nelson, your top 4, and Cody Early will finish into the 5th position. Wow, what a race that just was there coming across the line for those drivers. That means there's only one more thing to do here tonight in championship night, and that's run through our starting lineup. 20 cars starting field here tonight at the dirt track at Charlotte. And this is the Tagarè Property Management starting lineup. Virtual the 8-car invert here tonight. He's finished 4th in his heat race number 1. This is the 224. It's the Chip Bangers Racing entry of Brett Carlton. He'll start on the front row. He'll start P number 1. His outside, it's the Dr. Pepper can. The Nick Fleury, number 25, will roll from P number 2. Brett the Jet Hahn, driver of the RHU Racing number 71. The Jet is scheduled for 3rd. 4th here is going to be the driver out of Binghamton, New York, the RogersCars.com, Rogers Racing number 21 of Tim Rogers. Central Pennsylvania's Alien, the one and only Alien, the 951 of Brian Wilderson. Starting his outside, the 399 Esports, number 37 of Brandon Marlowe. Number 51 here tonight, the Orange Machine will go to the back. You see him pulling out of the line. That's Jacob Laster. He is scheduled to roll 7th. He will go all the way to the back. Driving car number 70 here tonight, Davin Cardwell. He was last week's winner at the Knoxville Raceway. He will go from the 8th spot. 9th will be the 00 of Doug Ungari. He just picked up the last chance qualifier win here tonight. He'll go 9th. 10th will go to the driver out of Indiana, the Valpo number 59 of Nathan Henry. Michael Guerin, driving car number 78, will go from the 11th starting spot here tonight while going from the 12th spot. It'll be the Illinois number 34. This is Austin Nilsson. Out of Tennessee, making his 2nd feature start of the season, the 999 Early Racing. This is Cody Early. Chandler Woodward out of Georgia, the Snap On, number 45, will go from the 14th starting spot here tonight, while John Kane, at car number 29, will start 15th. 16th will go to the 88, the B&C Racing, Northside Charles Darling in 16th. The Mountain Dew Ironman Motorsports, number 4 of Jamie Beasley, will roll from the 17th position, while the 43 of Eric Popino, the PPEM, number 43, will go from the 18th spot. Joel Phillips, they got him back out onto the speedway. He'll go 19th. That is your 19 cars. Actually, Richard Pruitt has made his way to the starting grid, so he will funnel in at the tail end of the field here tonight. For the final time here, race fans, the Tagarè Property Management Pro Series, presented by the American Sim Racing Club, will go green flag here at Charlotte for championship night. Good start, everybody, as they're going to work themselves off turn number 2 and down the back straightaway for the first time here tonight. Caution lights coming on. Jamie Beasley getting turned around on the Mountain Dew number 4, the Dew team. Off to a rough start here in turn number 1 and 2. So the caution flag will fly for the first time here at Charlotte. Take a look what happened on the start. The Rocket XR1 chassis 78J shoehorned his way right in there. And Jamie Beasley will go around. So just a solo spin. Well, solo spin if you count the 78J. So the 4 of Beasley will go to the back of the field. There you see one car in front of him right now. That's the Flex Motorsports Max Green 399 Esports 51. That is Jacob Lassiter. And who's out front? Well, it's none other than the Chip Bangers Racing. Vortex Wraps. Carlton started on the front row, led out of turn number 2 before the caution flag came out here tonight, so Carlton will be still shown as the race leader as we'll get the one to go sign this time by. Race fans, we thank you all for tuning in here tonight on the Turn 3 Racing Network to watch the season finale here for the Tagarè Property Management Pro Series, presented by the American Sim Racing Club. Been a long 12 weeks. This is week number 13, the 12th, though points paying race of the season. Championship is already wrapped up as Jacob Lassiter is, of course, your champion here for the first season of the Pro Series. See what kind of finish he can have here tonight as he had to start all the way out back. Come by this time. Here we go. Carlton says, this time you can chase me to turn number 1. Great start that time. Look at Wilderson go down to the bottom side of the speedway. They were just about 3 wide there with Wilderson going all the way as far and low as he could. Three wide racing this time. Rogers to the outside. Marlowe in the middle. Look at Wilderson. Oh, they're all going to make contact, and Ungari going to, whoa, right into the side of Wilderson. A very rough start. Oh, the Pennsylvania driver on his lid. Brian Wilderson on his lid down there as the second caution flag of the evening will come out here at the dirt track at the Charlotte. I say the dirt track at the Charlotte like we're going to go be going somewhere else here. It is the dirt track at Charlotte. So we're taking a look back here as the truck does say they have exactly what happened. Watch it back. Watch the 71 of Brett Hahn. Hahn holds the middle there. Wilderson comes up, makes the contact. Marlowe and Rogers make contact. Nowhere for the 00 of Ungari to go as he got right there involved. Look at Cody Early sneak through the bottom side of that wreck. Right on board with the 00 of Ungari. Works the bottom side, works the bottom side. Oh! Incoming 951 of Wilderson. So that puts us under the second caution flag here in the first handful of laps of this one. Does look like the officials have turned out the Silverado Pace Truck here presented by iRacing.com. Lights here. There it is. The old Silverado will make the left-hand turn. They'll come back single file here, and they will fire off with just a handful of laps officially in the books. It'll be Carlton. Carlton says, now we hit the gas, and now we race to turn number 1. Everybody back on the loud pedal. Carlton with a good start. Look at Rogers. He'll be down on the bottom side. Marlowe to the outside. Who is that sneaking in? Car number 70. The Folds Graphics number 70 of Davin Cardwell has come to play here tonight. He has worked his way up now to try and take over P number 3 from the RogersCars.com, number 21 of Tim Rogers. Rogers up around the outside, Davin down to the bottom, trying to make that car stick. Cardwell trying to not lean on it, but they're going to go 3 wide. Rogers going to feed a right rear to the Dr. Pepper, number 25. And Marlowe almost got squeezed there out of turn 2. He was able to hang on to it, but Brandon Marlowe really had to hit the hooks. Now, Cardwell will pick up P number, for the time being, it looks like he will be scored 3rd. As he's not done now, he's going to go down to the bottom. Can he throw the slider on Tim Rogers? He'll slide up, try to find a little bit of that moisture up top there. He will. And now it'll be Davin Cardwell sitting there in P number 2. Tim Rogers, Brandon Marlowe. Marlowe trying to work the inside of Tim Rogers. 1 car around. Now tonight for the 78J, I believe, as it is going to be Joel Phillips, the driver out of Tennessee, will be involved here. The Bad Luck Bandit, well, the bad luck continues. Didn't have a good last chance qualifier, took himself out of his heat race right there at the end after running in the transfer spot. Had to start shotgun here. And now, well, he's all the way back to the back again. Check it out. He was running in the 9th position at the time. Oh, Ute tire. Ute tire incoming. And how about Chandler Woodward just sneaking his way around that wreck? So Phillips goes down, he hits the Ute tire. That's what will bring out this caution flag here. It does seem like he will be able to continue on. That Rocket XR1 chassis built very strong here tonight. One driver to pit road there. I believe that was the 999 of Cody Early has gone to pit road. Didn't seem like Cody Early was involved in that wreck in any sort, but he is down on pit road right now. iRacing.com pace truck lights are off. This time by, we're dropped the hammer. Carlton going to run him high, and here we go. Carlton leaves everybody in the dust, and they're going to be 3 wide because here comes Nick Fleury down to the inside. Tim Rogers in the middle, Marlowe up top. And it will be Marlowe squeaking out ahead of those 2 drivers. He leaves them stuck back there. Who is that, though? The nickname. The ace in the hole down to the bottom side of the speedway. 9 laps officially completed here tonight, the longest race of the season. Battle for the race lead, though, as they work down the back straightaway. Look who's out there on the top side. Trying to take the lead. Will he have it at the line? No, he will not. Carlton will lead that lap, but boy, that 70 machine is up top. Oh, he's going to get squeezed. He's going to get squeezed, and now, oh no. Cardwell will put him, not Cardwell, that's Carlton actually, as Cardwell got slid there by Brandon Marlowe. Marlowe will take the top spot now. Here goes Davin down to the bottom side. Caution lights on here at Charlotte for the 4th time here on lap number 12 as the battle for the race lead was really starting to heat up. Looks like Charles Darling may have had some issues. Take a look there. You see the northsidetowing.net entry. What happens to him down on the bottom side of the speedway? Oh, problems there for the 78 of Guerin. And the 88 of Darling. I believe there was somebody else involved there. Take a look here. Watch the 78. Oh, that is Carlton up against the outside. And when he tried to come back down into the traffic, Michael Guerin was right there, unfortunately going up, over, and to the moon. This is all that Darling saw from his onboard camera. See the contact, you thought you're good, and all of a sudden, car incoming. So, race leader is Brandon Marlowe. Davin Cardwell was challenging for the race lead in car number 70, but because the caution flag flew, we had to go back to the last timing and scoring loop, which was at the start-finish line. It was, of course, Marlowe who had the top spot. So it'll be Marlowe, it'll be Cardwell, Fleury, Rogers, Lassiter, Henry, the next row. That's your top 3 rows here. Come by this time and let them fire back off in these beasts. Marlowe down low, Cardwell up top. Bit of a bobble there by the 25 on Fleury as he tried to come back to the accelerator. Look at the 70, though. Go straight to the top and try to ride the boards. Marlowe will lead the first lap back to green. Marlowe, Cardwell, and Fleury. Fleury is down to the bottom side as the RogersCars.net entry is up top. Seems to be a lot of racing room here. Cardwell goes back down to the bottom side of the speedway for the race lead. Will not get there. Fleury will slide up in front of Rogers. Rogers tries to go to the bottom, but Fleury got to go down there and protect the slider line. He is holding P number 3. Cardwell down to the bottom, almost clips that Ute tire, has to jump on the binders to straighten it back out. Here comes Nick Fleury making a charge. Fleury will go to the bottom, Cardwell back to the top side, and boy, is he ripping and roaring. Oh, the yellow lights are back on the speedway here for the 5th time here tonight. number 43, Eric Papineau, has had an issue in car number 43. What has happened to the Liberty Live Church entry? Goes down, that one's going to hurt in the morning, I would predict. Passenger side of Papineau's car. Going to leave a little bit of a scratch. He'll remember that one for next time. Those Ute tires have collected a couple drivers here tonight, not just in our feature event, but they have gotten caught up, of course, all night long. There's a great look down on the speedway here, high noon on the East Coast sim time. Some great track work here by the American Sim Racing Club officials tonight. We got to once again thank, though, the Tagarè Property Management, which was founded back in 1989, conveniently located in the Fredericksburg, Virginia area. The Tagarè Corporation specializes in management of home ownerships across the Virginia area. They came on board this season to sponsor the series and, of course, the Points Championship, which, once again, is locked up by Jacob Laster, who will restart back into the 5th position. Remember, he had to start all the way at the back of the field because he won 2 weeks ago when we were at the Lima Land Speedway. Come by, though, it will be Marlowe as a control car, and he says now is the best time to smash it and go. Laster down to the bottom side there, trying to get around Nick Fleury. They're going to make contact, and looks like he's going to gather it up. Oh, but Laster going to hit the Ute tire. Both drivers inside the top 5. Now both drivers outside the top 10. Battle for the race lead. Cardwell going to take car 70 to the inside. Slide job on Marlowe. Marlowe says, I see your slide job, and I raise you a crossover. Now he'll slide. Cardwell going to try to go back down to the bottom. He'll try and cross him over for the race lead. Not going to happen, though, as Marlowe was the race leader at the line. He has not been able to clear the 37 of Marlowe to take the race lead officially at the line. Marlowe back down to the bottom. Slide job coming in turn 3 and 4. Slider this time will not work. Cardwell will lead his first lap here on lap number 19. Cardwell now tries to go right back up to the cushion. Here comes Marlowe, that Flex Motorsports driver, flexing the muscle underneath his right foot. But boy, two great dirt track drivers here on the iRacing.com platform battling for the win here tonight at Charlotte. And it'll be Marlowe right back underneath. Cardwell goes to the top side. Marlowe goes down low. Will he slide up in front? He will. He'll lead once again, but here comes Davin Cardwell. He'll slide down and he'll leave. That Flex Motorsports number 37 there. Now a crossover attempt once again down the back straightaway. Great racing here at the front of the field. Great racing as it's Cardwell, Marlowe, Rogers, Henry, Woodward. As they continue to swap the lead back and forth, I can tell you that there is great battles all around the speedway, but we keep it locked right here for the top spot tonight. Hot potato. They keep passing it back and forth at the line that time. It'll be the 37, though, of Brandon Marlowe. He will have the race lead. Crossover attempt here once again. Just behind them, though, they do have another battle that keeps passing back and forth. Rogers has it. Henry wants it. Here comes Woodward. Chandler Woodward creeping into the picture here. 24 laps completed, and it's still Cardwell and Marlowe. That time by at the line, it was Cardwell, and then he went down to the bottom side of the speedway. Marlowe kept it wound up. Slide job coming here. Cardwell slides up in front. Marlowe tried to run about a half a lane lower. Now Marlowe going to go down to the bottom side. Cardwell led that lap. Not going to have enough momentum. Wound up in the 37 as Cardwell is now the leader, and he has about a car length, maybe a car length and a half over Marlowe back there, who is sitting in the P number 2. Chandler Woodward, though, he is trying to find his way around the youngster out of Valparaiso. Can he get it done? Nelson says, hey, how about my FR graphics? Number 34. He goes down low, almost slides up into the 45 of Woodward. 2 laps away from the halfway point home here on championship night. Ungari locked in a battle back there also. I believe that is the 71 of Brett. Oh, Brett the Jet gonna crush the Ute tire. That was a hard hit here as we came to get the cross flags, which would have been next time by. Brett Hahn. Driver out of Michigan, the Tagarè Property Management, number 71. Races asphalt and trying to get some dirt experience to go IMCA racing next year. Watch the 71. He's down to the inside of Ungari. Ungari goes to slam the door, and he tries to gas it up to go a little bit lower. Brett, there is a Ute tire, a tractor tire, down low. I would say that one hurt, but knowing Brett, it tickled a little bit. Wrong entry into the corner as Ungari tried to hold him down to the bottom side of the speedway. Looks like Brett will carry on. He will just have to go all the way to the back of the field here. Eric Papineau in car number 43 has called it a night here. Michael Guerin also looks like he has called it an evening here in Charlotte. Wilderson has not made his return back to the racing surface, and he is multiple laps down. He only was able to complete about, call it 2.5 laps before his car got tremendous damage. There you see Carlton coming back out onto the speedway, but we're ready to go. Here we go. Green flag back in the air. Davin Cardwell will hit the gas. He'll make a left turn at the end of the straightaway. We're green flag racing. Sixth caution flag of the evening has been cleaned up, and now here comes the RogersCars.com number 21. Here comes John Kane. Where did he come from all of a sudden? He's down to the bottom side. Oh, sideways was one car, as I believe the 00. The driver out of Montana. Going to bring the 7th caution flag of the evening out. Just after halfway home in this one. See if it was that 00. Ungari tried to work the bottom side. Well, it's middle side, bottom underneath the 34. They made the contact, and Phillips right into the back of the 00. Slides him around, but I believe there's more. Something happened to the Cody Early Johnson City Toyota sponsored entry. What happened to Early and Beasley? Well, both drivers get into the wall, and both drivers up into the wall, and up and over goes Beasley. And I wonder if you can find some of that Great Mountain Dew down at the Food City there in Tennessee. Maybe if you head over to the Johnson City Toyota dealers, maybe they got Mountain Dew sitting in their waiting room for all their customers. Get back here one more time. Watch the 4 right to the left side of your screen. He gets into the wall, then the 3 gets into the wall, and it just kind of seemed like both drivers were on the same rail there, right into the outside wall down in turn 3 and 4. So 2 little incidences there, which what brought out the caution flag again. But we're already geared up and ready to go racing. Still Cardwell, still Marlowe, Rogers, and Henry out front. Green flags back into the air, and Cardwell with another great start, leaving that 37 of Brandon Marlowe to fight with the Rogers cars. Number 21. Look at him, 3 wide, 4 wide back here as Joel Phillips was in the middle there for a moment. They're going to make contact. Up the track, going to go the 78J. One driver well down below the racing line. I believe that was the 00 as we go green right back to the caution flag. A rough race here at Charlotte for championship night, as Nick Fleury in the Dr. Pepper entry was involved. Look at them, they were 4 wide. There you see the 25, a little loose down to the corner. Oh, he's actually going to get into the double zero of Ungari. Ungari's going to go down. He'll save it. 25 will not be able to save it. So that's what brought out our caution flag here. It's still going to be Cardwell Marlowe. Another driver to pit road there was Jamie Beasley. So Beasley down on pit road. He'll join Papineau and Guerin, and I believe one driver also just calling it a night will be the Wilderson, number 951. Cody Early also down on pit road. It looks like he has jumped out of his car, so the driver out of Tennessee driving the 999 entry is done here tonight also. Should see one to go this time by from the flag stand. We'll see as the iRacing.com pace truck lights do go out. So now we will see, will they run them into single file formation? It looks like Cardwell down on the bottom side. He does look like it will be a single file restart here. So single file with Cardwell out front with Marlowe in second. Then it'll be Rogers, Henry, Woodward, Nilsson, Phillips, Kane, Ungari, Lassiter. Your top 10. Come back in here. The Folds Graphics number 70 says, yep, now or never. Here we go. Davin Cardwell will lead the first lap back to Green Flag Racing here, just over halfway home in the 60-lap feature event for the final race of the year. The FR Graphics. Austin Nelson working the bottom side, car 34. Trying to hold a smooth wheel. Look at the 45, though. Chandler Woodward says, beep, beep, gotta go. He shoots the gap, and now he'll slide up. He'll bang the cushion. The 59 will go right back by of Nathan Henry. So Henry goes back by, the FR Graphics entry goes back by, and well, where's the update on your championship leader, or points championship driver that has already clinched the championship? Well, Lassiter is sitting inside the top 10. He's sitting 7th right now. Oh, contact there, the 59 of Henry, going to go up and into the outside wall. The 34 of Austin Nelson has got a little sideways and carried on, but oh, contact there, the 59 into the 34. Caution lights will come on with 22 laps to go here as the 59 and the 34 made some contact to bring out the 9th caution flag of the evening. So the 9th caution flag of the night flying here at Charlotte. Nelson and Henry making that one come out. Ungari looks like he actually just got slowed up. Watch it back here. This is the 9th caution flag of the evening. The old shovel nose, that Longhorn chassis. Number 34 goes around. Just a camera full of Valparaiso. Bring you back live here, race fans. Once again, though, we got to thank you for tuning in here tonight to watch the Tagarè Property Management Pro Series for the American Sim Racing Club. This is the final race of the season. Points championship has already been locked up by the 51 of Jacob Lassiter, who runs currently back into the 5th position. Well, if you're an ASRC fan, you can catch more racing action tomorrow night as over on the Goon Squad. They will go for a championship in their super late model asphalt program. Brett the Jet has already actually locked that one up, just like Jacob Lassiter did coming into the final race of the season here. But we're not quite done here tonight at Charlotte. Cardwell will release him. Here we go. Oh, we almost got the Ute tire on the restart. Great start by the 45 of Woodward. Lassiter, though, going to go up into the outside wall on his restart. So with 21 laps to go, we're back to the green flag racing here tonight. Joel Phillips working the inside of that 51 Flex Motorsports. Driver out of Tennessee trying to hold off the driver that lives down the road. Caution lights coming back on. I didn't see it on, where is it? It's actually going to be the 59 machine. You see, he's got damage. It's the Valparaiso, number 59 of Nathan Henry. He was just involved in the last wreck, had to go to the back of the field. And now this is the second caution flag of the evening. We say second as in second for the 59 of Henry. Well, the 24 of Richard Pruitt. A little sideways there, and the caution flag flies. Watch it here as you see the 24, the Pepsi machine up top. He gets a little sideways when he goes to crack the throttle. The car straightens out. Unfortunately, kills all the momentum, and Nathan Henry had just nowhere to go. So both those drivers will tag the back of the field. Cardwell's getting his practice on his restarts here tonight. Marlowe, of course, taking it very easy. Lights on. The iRacing official pace truck will go off. Cardwell will take him right back to the top side of the speedway. Of course, Davin Cardwell the other day, the news did break that he did make the Pro Dirt Series here on the iRacing.com platform, so he will race in a weekly series with the sprint car. So he'll put a wing on it and give it a go. He'll finish this one off here tonight as he hits the gas. Here we go. Everybody will follow him. Choo-choo train to turn number 1. Green flag back in the air. Say everybody will follow, and there's always one driver that does not follow down to the bottom side. A couple drivers towards the back will go down low. Of course, that does look like the 78J of Joel Phillips going down to the bottom side. 10th caution's cleaned up. Under 20 laps to go. Phillips going to get into Lassiter, and whoa, boy, your championship a bunch of championship drivers involved in this one. Not quite sure. On my timing and scoring, it was showing the 78J of Joel Phillips not on the same lap as Lassiter, so I don't quite know if they were racing for position. As Joel Phillips says, bad luck and bad night, and into the outside wall. He won't need that car anymore, so it is officially junked. Watch it back here. This is the restart. The 78J is actually in front of Jacob Lassiter. Where does it all go wrong for the 78J? Goes down in turn 3 here, down to the bottom side. Lassiter's trying to get it wound up on the outside. They come back around here. I believe right there, he just squeezes. Lassiter tried to shoot the gap to the outside. Ungari nowhere to go. Look at the 88 of Darling also involved. Brett Hahn will slow down and miss it. Watch it here again. You see the 51. He's going to go up to the outside. He's just going to try and squeeze in here. He saw an opening, and it was just big enough just for the 51, but they make the contact. There you see the 78J then get turned off the front of the 51 of Jacob Lassiter. Where's the rest of the field? Well, they are coming in full speed ahead. There's Ungari down to the bottom. He's going to get clipped, and there's the 29 of Kane. There's the 25. The Dr. Pepper entry just gets checked up. So a bunch of drivers wrapped up and involved in that one. Green flag back into the air, though, here already, as very quickly cleaned up here. Cardwell is your race leader. He did just take the green flag. As Cardwell will lead the first lap back to green flag racing. Marlowe is trying everything he can. Tim Rogers is right there, the little train that could with his RogersCars.com entry. How about Chandler Woodward, though? He has picked up the most spots here tonight, started back into the 14th position, was wrapped up into a wreck, and now with 15 to go, he's trying to put himself into possibly a podium spot here tonight. Cardwell still out front. Look at this gaggle of cars. The 71 of Brett Hahn. There's Brett Carlton. And then Austin Nilsson right there. Nilsson trying to work the bottom side of the speedway. More contact back behind them. The driver out of Indiana and the driver from Montana making a little contact, rubbing a little paint. Jacob Laster at this point, he's just riding around the back. Oh, contact from the 34. The 71 will send Hahn up the speedway. So Hahn going to lose a couple spots back to the 11th running spot. There's Jacob Laster. Like I said, he's just taking it easy. He's just going to ride this one out. He already knows he has the championship locked up. Not really racing for much. Oh, Henry, though. Henry in the Valpo, number 59, out of turn number 2, was all sorts of out of shape. Him, Ungari, and Hahn were all battling. Carlton, though, still trying to work his way forward. He started outside row number 1 in that Chip Bangers Racing 224 entry. So nothing really going on as 10 laps to go. It'll be 9 to go already. Nine to go. Davin Cardwell has worked out to just under a second race lead over Marlowe. There's Marlowe in the 37 trying to close the gap. He actually closed it a little bit, about 0.2 of a second last time by. Marlowe going to step over the cushion. He'll actually put it in the wall. He'll lose about, a half a second. So just like that in the blink of an eye, Marlowe going to lose a half a second. So it's Cardwell, it's Marlowe, it's Rogers, Woodward, and Fleury, your top 5 drivers. Some of the best battles are seriously right here, just outside the top 5, just inside the top 10. Carlton holding that position right now, which is P number 7. Nilsson, though, the FR Graphics would like to have it. So Nilsson actually wrangles an array there, and he will now start to pull away. Well, at least Joel Phillips is all right, race fans. We can see him out there tuning in on the big screen now. Doug Ungari starting to work his way up, but with 5 laps to go, oh boy, look at the full send Davin Cardwell just gave down into the corner. He's actually pulling away by running the high line in 3 and 4 and way down low. Or actually, it's way down low in 3 and 4 and way up high in 1 and 2. Sometimes when you go around in circles enough times, you lose track of which end of the speedway you're on. So Davin will go up and ride the boards with 3 laps to go. No contenders for him to really battle with. Now he'll just wind it up like a clock. At the top side, popsicle sticks. The final 2 laps of the season are right here. Winding them up, showing them to everybody. 2 laps to go. The battle, though, we'll leave Chandler Woodward. There he is, comes into the picture frame. Woodward trying to get that final podium position for the final time this season. The white flag will fly, though. Davin Cardwell made his way into the series halfway through the year. And now he'll go into turn number 3 and 4 for the final time. He'll look up, and he will win the season finale here at Charlotte. So Davin Cardwell will come across the line as your race leader. Brandon Marlowe will be in second. Chandler Woodward will snag third here tonight. And fourth will go to Tim Rogers. Nick Fleury will finish out at the top 5. Your points champion, Jacob Laster, will finish back into the 11th position. We will get to talk to not only your champion here tonight, we'll also get to talk to your top 3 podium finishers here in just a couple of moments. As there you see the 70 of Davin Cardwell. He will come back to the front straightaway here, and he will actually go across the scale. So he'll be back out there on screen in just a couple of moments, race fans. But don't go anywhere. Let's hear what your drivers have to say after 60 laps of feature competition.
the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic, real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Welcome back here, race fans, to the dirt track at Charlotte. Most times when you hear the name Charlotte, you think of the big 1.5 mile speedway just off the corners here of 3 and 4. Well, let me tell you, nope, we weren't over at the 1.5 mile, and no, we weren't over at the drag strip running them 4 abreast. We were 4 abreast here tonight, but it was not a drag race in 1/4 mile. We slapped them on the high banks here of the dirt track at Charlotte for the final race of the season, and these drivers did not disappoint with 60 laps of dirt track slinging action. It all came down to the final few restarts here tonight to really figure out who was going to win this battle. And let's go down trackside now to talk to our winners here, our top 3 podium finishers of the evening. Let's start things off with the man in victory lane here tonight, the Folds Graphics, number 70, Davin. A very strong car here tonight. You had to battle for this one, though, as Brandon Marlowe didn't let you walk away and hide there as you guys were throwing slide jobs back and forth.
Yeah, hats off to Brandon there. I really appreciate the clean racing there. I mean, we was throwing sliders back and forth every lap, and just, we didn't never touch probably but one time, and it's just really hard racing, but I really appreciate that, and much respect. But, so that was really fun, and I really had to earn that one.
And then once you finally got the number 70 out front, it looked like you were running some different lines, searching around here in the late stages. Were you searching, because there was plenty of caution flags here tonight, were you searching for a groove, though, that you could run, say, maybe if there was a green-white checker or maybe just a white flag, one lap on a restart to really send that 70 car?
Yeah, I was just kind of moving around there, when you're out front and you kind of have a little space between you and second, you can kind of move around and not really kill your car, but, I can go the top or the slaughter line, but I was more comfortable on the slaughter line, but I kind of grabbed the Uke tower a few times, but, if there was a green light checkered, I probably went to the top, and I know Brandon would have slid me, but he would have been clean about it, so, I was just going to see how it played off, and it played in our favor.
Well, it puts you into victory lane here for, I believe this is your second feature win of the regular points races. Of course, you've picked up last week's showdown win at the Knoxville Raceway, so congratulations on a great season here. We know there's a lot of people back behind the scenes at home and all around the country, all around the world, that made this racing season possible for you. And, well, the red carpet is yours, as the microphone is also.
Yeah, I just got to thank Cardinal Taco Shack. I got to thank Tanner Folds Graphics for making this wrap. It's pretty old, but I really like this car, and I got to thank you for broadcasting, and just everyone who puts this league on, David, for just giving us a place to race. I got to thank my wonderful girlfriend for letting me race and just supporting me all the time, and Power Esports and Chick Bangers Racing.
There you hear it from the number 70 of Davin Cardwell. He'll go on to the Pro Series now here on the iRacing.com platform and see if he can pick up a win over there with those drivers and see if he can possibly bring home a championship. Davin Cardwell, your winner here tonight at the dirt track at Charlotte. How about the man who finished in the runner-up spot, though? Brandon Marlowe. Brandon, a great run for you in the 399 Esports group. Showed a lot of speed early, but what happened when the track started to slick off?
Oh, there towards the end, late in the race, I just made a few mistakes and let Davin get away, and that's all it takes in a race like that. It's just a couple mistakes, and it's hard to make back up.
You guys didn't make any mistakes, really, as you guys were sitting there sliding each other. I mean, tell us about those slide jobs. How hard is it to run on the edge and then continue to throw the Hail Marys, the slide jobs at each other?
It's a lot of fun. It gets tricky, just making sure you're not, you don't want to park it on anybody or, or door anybody like that. You always want to, try to race as clean as you can. So, it gets tricky, just don't want to wreck yourself or the other guy or both of you. So I want to say thanks to him, as well for running me clean. It was definitely a fun few laps there.
You didn't get to run the full season here, but all the races you did get to run with us, a very strong car in competition. I heard through the rumor mill they're going to the 358 modifieds that run in the Northeast. Are you excited about that, or are you going to stick with the late models?
Depending on what leagues come around, if definitely try to get in here and race some of the mods with them. I enjoy how David runs the league and everything. He puts on a good show and runs a fair show, so it makes it for a good time.
Well, a good run here in the handful of shows you have made here this season. Who do you got to thank once again for rounding down or winding up on our podium here?
I'd just like to thank all the guys at 399 Esports. Congratulate Jacob on his championship in here. I'd also like to thank the guys at Flex Motorsports, JDM Designs for the wrap on the car. And then I'd like to thank my wife for letting me come in here and enjoy some racing. And then I'd like to give a shout out to my daughter Addison for cheering me on. And then you guys at Turn 3 for putting on a great broadcast.
There you hear it from Brandon Marlowe. He'll finish in P number 2, and his little girl out there tuning in. Addison, hi, how are you? We see you out there. And, well, Brandon will bring it home, P number 2. How about Chandler Woodward, race fans? He had to come up 11 spots here tonight. Chandler, a very strong number 45.
Yeah, we had to come from the back. I didn't get a good qualifying lap. These 0% track state qualifying, it's not really in my favor. But the track slicks over. We usually race better, and it was fun driving from the back. But passing cars and it's good racing. Me and Austin raced for a bit, and me and Tim had a good race there at the end. I tried to get a slider. We threw sliders, I think 2 laps, and it was really good. We raced clean, but it was a good third place finish.
A good finish for you, Chandler. We know you're under the weather. We can hear it in the voice there, so we're actually just let you tell us who made this all possible all season, as you had some very strong competitive cars.
Just like everyone who runs the series makes it possible. Turn 3 is an amazing broadcast. You do a great job. Thank my grandpa for teaching me everything that I know. My girlfriend Ella, and she always watches. I'm gonna thank God for another day and try to come back next year and do better.
There you hear it. Chandler Woodward, race fans, will finish in P number 3. He brought that Snap-on Tools number 45 up 11 spots. He is also the biggest mover, the biggest shaker. And, well, he did step on his left foot at least one time here tonight, but he will finish in P number 3. Congratulations to all your podium finishers here tonight at the dirt track at Charlotte. And, well, you heard from the top 3 race fans, and now it's time to introduce you to the first ever champion here with the Tagarè Property Management Pro Series presented by the American Sim Racing Club. My pleasure to introduce to all of you race fans your champion this season, the driver out of Tennessee. He drives car number 51, Jacob Laster. Jacob, a very strong season for you in the Flex Motorsports team, picking up multiple wins across different tracks and different states here on the iRacing.com platform. Congratulations on being the first ever champion with the Tagarè Property Management Pro Series.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Roger, man. It wasn't easy, man. It's to win a championship, you got to have everything kind of fall in your lap and everything go good. And we didn't have good luck tonight, but we was able to win some races and have some good finishes, which put us enough ahead that we didn't have to kind of stress tonight, and we could kind of just relax and try to go get the win. But just wasn't in the cards tonight, man. It's part of it. But we're at the end of the season, so a tore-up race car ain't too bad. I guess we'll put her in the shop and put it back together and get ready to go again.
Well, this car was very competitive. You know, it didn't matter if we were at the big tracks like we were here at Charlotte. Maybe a little rougher one here tonight, but you knew there wasn't really anything on the line. You already had locked up that championship. But take us back, towards the beginning of the season. We ran at it. Was Knoxville and Eldora and USA, Cedar Lake. A lot of different tracks in the first couple handful of races. If you had to take one of those races back and redo it, where would you possibly put your mind and change the outcome?
Definitely Volusia, man. We stepped on it big time there. I knew I had a good car, and I think that was the first race that Davin had showed up, and there was some other really fast cars, and it gets in your head a little bit because, I laid down a good time, and we won our heat race, and we started, I think, third, and we were battling for the lead, and the leader drove in the same line that I've been driving in, and he checked just a little bit. I guess he missed the corner a little bit, and we just tapped him enough that it spun him. And I'm one of these that when I get in the back of somebody, and that's just like Nick tonight, I got in the back of him, and I hated that it happened. Once I got a good restart, and we both went in turn one, and I was carrying too much momentum and got in the back of him. When that happens, I try to bump him. It sounds crazy. I try to bump him in the front to get him straight. You know what I mean? That way we can keep going. And it didn't work out at Volusia that way, and we ended up in a big pileup. And I think we I think we finished 11th or 12th there. So that was the one race. I guess if I had to take it back and have a redo, that'd be the one I'd want to redo.
Well, you don't have to worry about it as you're able to clinch the most points here this season. You came in with a 100-point-plus lead, and you can't really make that up all in one race. So you didn't have to worry. You didn't have to look back at Volusia and say, that's the one that really, really I needed back. So congratulations this season, though. You were the most consistent driver, finishing in the top 5. I believe it was all but 2 races this season. And congratulations once again on the championship. We know there's a lot of sponsors on the side of this car and all the people back home in Tennessee that you got to give the big shout-outs. So we're going to roll the red carpet out. The microphone is yours. Have at it, my champion friend.
Appreciate it, Roger. Yeah, man, I got to thank all the guys at Justin and Brandon at 399 Esports. Just like Justin hadn't been on in a while, man, and he stepped in tonight to wish us good luck, and that's the kind of teammates you want. And Brandon on his second place run, and we just trying to get better every time we get on, just try to figure things out, and it's good to have a group like that to kind of rely on. And then I got to thank the guys at Flex Motorsports. They do a lot of the asphalt stuff, but we still try to get on every once in a while and mess around with them and try to keep that tight bond. And then I got to thank John Darby, JDM Designs, for the wraps on the cars. He just keeps killing it, man. And if you want a good wrap and you want somebody that's going to be a quality wrap, check out JDM Designs on Facebook. I got to thank Max Green, who's been with us all season. One, for his support. We couldn't do a lot of these big races and a lot of these money leagues that we get in, so he makes it possible for us to be able to do that. Then I got to thank you at Turn 3 for doing the broadcast every week and just killing it. I got to thank David and all the guys that put the league on. Man, it's a headache, but they give us a place to run, and he runs an awesome league, and looking forward to it. I don't do a lot of the 358 stuff, but we're going to try it because, I'm going to support David and continue to support the league, and hopefully we knock out a sponsor and get somebody on board for this upcoming season. And then I got to thank Tagarè Property Management, who's come on board this year for this league and made it possible to, get the broadcast and get the plaque and everything. Man, it's a lot of people like that. They're behind the scenes that don't get enough credit. I got to thank them, and then I got to thank the wife. Man, I won't win championships, I won't win races if it wasn't for her taking care of the little one.
There you hear it from your first ever champion here with the Tagarè Property Management Pro Series presented by the American Sim Racing Club. The driver out of Tennessee, the most consistent driver all season, Jacob Lassiter. Race fans, he is your champion for the first ever season here for these drivers. So congratulations to Jacob Lassiter and all the drivers that competed this season here with the Pro Series, as now the off-season comes. First, the plaque gets mailed to Jacob Lassiter. We close the chapter on this series. Of course, the American Sim Racing Club will be back on the iRacing.com platform. A little bit changes are coming as they will run the 358 Modifieds. The beasts from the Northeast here, they will go to those. Well, And with that being said, the chapter is closed. Lassiter is your champion. Cardwell wins the final race here at Charlotte. And we got to thank all you race fans that continued to tune in on a weekly basis here to the Turn 3 Racing Network to watch these drivers compete. And we got to thank, of course, our sponsor, Tagarè Property Management. Of course, they are the Home Ownership Association down in Virginia, outside Fredericksburg, Virginia. Make sure to contact them and your Homeowners Association today. Race fans, for everybody at the American Sim Racing Club, everybody with Tagarè Property Management, my name is Roger Muth with the Turn 3 Racing Network, and we hope you enjoyed tonight's show here from Charlotte. Until we see you next time, race fans, everybody stay safe, and we will see you at the races.